Okay. Your cousin, Susan, wanted to see your art. Well, our art,
Yes.
but I'm always showing my art.
Yeah.
So I thought that you could do a brief talk through
Okay.
from your messy room.
Yes. I don't know where to start, really. I mean, some of the stuff Susan would already have seen.
We'll do it again. So go over there.
Okay.
I'm going to tell you, you've got stuff up there on the wall.
That, yes, is from a photograph. I think it's in a church in Somerset, I think, because I've actually more recently seen a picture of it. But it's such a striking image, I thought I'll copy that. I left out, the actual one's got a big steel cantilevered lamp hanging over
Oh,
that,
right.
which I didn't add. Thought a little bit mysterious with that. It's another picture I saw. I think I've copied somebody else's artwork on that one.
That's the Rope Walk Sandwich.
I used to live in Sandwich. We moved there when I was 7, and we lived there 10 years. But the Rope Walk the Rope Walk and the other walks are where the town walls used to be, because it's an old St. Paul's fortified town against the French, I think, sadly.
Okay, these. One at a time.
All right. That's one of my rare pictures of a face, a human, a person. It's actually a copy of Egon Schiele, a self-portrait, who, as Cleo said, as an artist, is trash. She used the word trash, but he's got striking, they're stark images, a lot of them. But that was quite striking.
I always think he's Steerpike from Gormenghast.
Yes, very Steerpike. Yeah. You see, I don't have space anymore.
It's all going to fall.
Well, that's old stuff I've copied from.
Okay.
That's I found that on the internet. I suppose I found it striking. It's an image of war emerging, I suppose, in the abstract. A fantasy picture, but quite striking. So I did that.
Oh.
I have to sort them out.
Put it by the door for a minute so that you can. Well, don't do as I say at all.
No.
Come, Dabby Jude.
Well, it's just another scenery. It's sort of.
It's very cartoony, though.
It is very cartoony. I liked it. That's why I liked it. Cleo actually sort of helped me get that rounded tumbling effect of the clouds, which I rather like. But it's cartoon-like.
Yeah.
Quite likeable. I've got quite a few of those.
You often do clouds.
That's another Egon Schiele, but it's a picture of a silver birch forest, I think. Again,
I always want to turn that round the other way for some reason. No, with the top being the bottom. I don't know why. When I glimpse it, it looks like that.
Yeah,
looks
I can.
proper.
Yes, sort
doesn't
of.
It?
Well, it looks like something out of a science fiction film.
Yeah, and you've signed it and ruined it, so we have to have it that way up.
You have to have it that way out. That's the way it's supposed to be. That's a picture of what's it called?
Sycamore.
The Sycamore Gap. After that tree was cut down by a couple of total arseholes, I just felt so angry that somebody could do that. When I don't even know, I only know that tree from the Robin Hood film, because it appears in that.
Quite iconic.
Yes, but I liked it.
Up behind you.
That's a picture of a whale's eye close up. I think I took it from a photograph. It was only when I was painting the photograph that I realised the photograph had been image altered, and in the immediate eye was a picture of the world.
But you've not included
I didn't
that,
include it. No, I just left the whale's eye.
Now this is the United Kingdom in cloud form. I always see. That's what I see when I look at that.
It's another one of those scenery abstracts which I liked.
Right, what
Pretty happy
else?
with that one.
What else have we got? I don't think we've got anything.
This is
Oh,
my
that's
ro-
yesterday's.
This is yesterday's. It's from Robert Crumb, for anybody who remembers Robert Crumb or knows of him. He was an iconic artist, cartoonist of the 60s and 70s, the counterculture, the whole thing, and sexual revolution and liberation and all that stuff.
Was he a hippie?
No, I don't know what you'd call him. His stuff is pretty, how would you say, a bit confrontational these days. Even I find that. But I just like the image. I changed the wording. The actual wording for this one is just keep on trucking, which is apparently a sort of hippie saying of the time, that whatever the adversity, you just keep on
Keep
going.
going. Yeah.
I might do some more. I've sent for a book of Robert Crumb.
Yeah.
Apparently he's now living in the south of France and still cartooning.
Oh.
But he also did the film of Fritz the Cat.
That looks tidier already, doesn't it?
Yes. I bet
It's a
you.
good job I came
Making
in.
you so much happier.
Oh my
I'm
God,
sure.
look.
Oh my God, where?
It's all this.
For people who haven't seen it, a picture of a gorilla.
I'm going to turn the flash off because it's...
Yeah.
Oh,
Looking-
no, your light's still
What's the
reflecting on it. Okay.
But I thought a very thoughtful picture, and because not far from us there's a zoo, Vallée de Singe, where the animals are in their separate enclosures, but they're actually islands with sort of moats around them and then big swing gates. You actually walk through a lot of the enclosures. So you can walk through the lemur's enclosure, and they're lying in the sun in the path in your way, sunning themselves belly up without bothering about you at all. But there is a gorilla enclosure which you can't walk into, but there are feeding times, so you can go at feeding time and sit, and all these gorillas come out because they know what the time is. I think they've got wristwatches. And what I've realised the times I've been, when I start taking pictures with a telephoto lens, I actually think the big silverback, who's clearly the top of the tree, he's looking back, and it's quite startling.
Is this from your photo?
It's,
Or a photo?
No, it's. I think I've found it. I can't remember. I found the image now. That one is. Oh blimey! Who does those current cartoons? I can't think of his name now. But epitomising. God, Britain in a mess. Things going up in flames.
There's lots of cobwebs around. Go.
Oh no! Sure.
Look at it. Okay, down here.
Down here.
I'm going to put the light on now. Hold on.
Another strange image just appealed. It's somewhere on the East Kent coast, and I can't, it's sort of Dungeness area, I think. There are a series of these are sand mirrors made of concrete. They were an attempt to be able to detect enemy aeroplanes coming across the channel before radar got going or was, released or got on with. But they're still there, and they sit there they're like sort of military follies, really. But the idea was you could hear sound of aeroplanes approaching, and actually it did work. It's just not well enough. But I thought just an odd, strange image and nicely abstracted. That's another one from that same as Riddle, I think.
It's pretty dirty.
Oh yeah. Well, it surprised me.
This is his room.
Just
Nothing
before I
gets cleaned. Well, nothing gets cleaned in here. Nobody's allowed in here.
Oh, I'll put it away again.
Go on, put it
But
away.
he did a whole series of floating places. That's a recent one. It's I've been quite taken by. There's a site on Facebook which gives you images of old trackways and pathways and roadways in Britain, ancient trackways. This is one of the hollow ways, and this would have been an old donkey pack horse route probably. And what happens? They become a bit sunken. Became a bit sunken with use, and the sides built up, and eventually they become almost tunnels. But just a nice image.
Right, I'm going to
light,
pause a
really.
second. Okay.
A complete abstract. I was quite taken with. It might be Jackson Pollock or inspired by Jackson
I
Pollock.
think it was inspired by.
But again, I found just a search for abstracts,
And actually,
I rather like it.
the last squares that you painted were the blue squares on each corner, and it just goes in the room. It's fascinating that it just works
But
with the
they're
colour
darker
of the
than
walls. Yeah, but it just
Because
works.
that one in the middle, that is the same colour.
Yeah.
By chance,
But it
that
works.
is the
Yeah.
same blue.
Yeah.
But
When you-
it's I really rather like that.
Mm.
I did get away with drawing pencil lines to get the squares, but they're hand brushed. They're not masked off or anything. And actually, I'm quite surprised the just faint unevenness of it it adds to it. It's likeable, I think.
This one.
Yeah, that's another image I just liked. I'm still not sure whether I've copied somebody else's painting or whether I copied a photograph. I actually don't know. But it's still just rather likeable. I think Cleo just had a small canvas for that one. When I was doing those sound mirrors, all she seemed to have was that giant canvas. It was only when I got well into working on it that she found, actually I've got a smaller one. Too late by then, it's bloody enormous. And then that's again, I don't know whether that's a photograph from a photograph or a painting. But Cleo encouraged me to put shadow darkening into the sail of that, so and make sure the boats looked as if they were floating off the top of the surface.
It's very good.
Yeah, I like that one.
Right, I think that's it, isn't it?
Well, there's the one out here.
Hold on a minute. Go.
And this is one from quite some time ago. It's a picture of the Dawn Treader from, oh blimey, what's that series of books? The well-known children's stories. Through the Water, Lion, Witch and the Wardrobe. I think it's from that one, I think. But it was an image. I just found the image intriguing. Rather liked it. Sales again, I suppose. Cleo reckons she could sell that one. I don't know why that one or not others.
No.
So,
Yeah.
that's it. Mostly a tour of my artworks to date. I keep saying we're running out of wall space, but actually...
Well, we are. They're just all piled up in your room.
Tons of it up there.
Well, we got loads of wall, but
I'd have to bring in a ladder. And
I can't get
all that
anybody
kind
go
of
up
crap.
ladders.
Well, and even if you did, you'd then start fretting about all the dust all over it.
Finished?
All right then.
Thanks for your indulgence.
De rien.
No, that's what you need to say to the people watching.
Oh, thank you for watching.